Hello everyone, so I wasn't able to animate, so instead today I am showing you how I took this old Mimikyu card and turned it into this. And if any of you are like, oh, why would you ruin a perfectly good Pokemon card? It's because, plot twist, this isn't a Pokemon card. Here's a Pokemon card that my brother gave me. It's nice, you can feel the quality, but if you put it next to one of the cards I'm using today, you can see that the different other card is faded and it's a little plasticky, not the same feel or quality of the real Pokemon card. Here's another example. This one has a really purplish tint, so these cards are in fact fake, and again plasticky, not the same feel or quality, and even the shimmer is wrong on it. Yeah, it's fake. So don't worry, I'm not using any of these real cards. These are just fake cards that my brother and I found in his collection that we got him a long time ago, and I'm giving them new life by making art over them like I've seen in some other TikToks. And here are some of my brother's actually that he's been working on. They're very nice. You can see some of them he changed colors, others he just completely covered up and put his own Pokemon. This is the one he's proudest of that he gave me. It's very cute. I love the colors. So we're going to randomly select a card out of this pile of fake cards I have here. Just shuffle them up and get one in the middle. And we have Honededge. This is actually my brother's favorite, so I hope he likes this video. Yeah, definitely a fake card. But let's see if we can put some new life into it. Got all my colors. I got these brand new paint markers that I'm so excited to use. And let's see, I think on this one I'm going to expand the scene with Mimikyu. I kind of just did the abstract background, but I think this one I can add in the trees, a little bit of grass, just make it a complete picture, you know? These are cards that we bought a while ago when my brother was first getting into Pokemon. I had no idea that fake cards were even a thing, so I was just buying him packs off Amazon, not thinking about it. And we were put off by the color a little bit, but in the end we were like, oh, no. And we had no idea. So we went through his collection recently and found a bunch of fakes after I realized that that's a thing people do. And even though we were kind of bummed that so much of the cards from early on in his collection ended up being fake, we decided to have fun with it and to really make them our own, because otherwise they would just be trash. But yeah, so I'm just layering a little bit over the top right now. I don't think I really want to go too far into coloring Honededge itself. I think I want to keep him as is, whereas with the other Mimikyu I just kind of did a full makeover. Funnily enough, I was never into Pokemon as a kid. I remember hearing about it and seeing other people with their cards in class, but I was more into Bakugan, so I was not a Pokemon kid. But now that I'm older and that my brother is more obsessed with it and I've gotten to know the franchise a bit more, I actually really do enjoy it, and I'm gonna start my own little collection as well, hopefully sometime soon. Luckily, these fake cards do have a lot of duplicates, so I think there's another Honededge where I can try and do something a little bit different next time I make this, but for now, we're just sticking to the process and trusting the process. It is funny that this is one of my brother's favorite Pokemon, and the one I actually showed you before is my favorite Pokemon. So I'm going to go in here and add a little gravestone, since this is a ghost type Pokemon. Trust the process, because I know it doesn't look super great. And we're going to start letting the grass just cover up the rest of the card. And we'll go back and layer on top of it. And here in a second, maybe add some flowers, because if you noticed, there's a little flower at Honededge's ribbon area blade. Whatever that's called. The thing that he uses to, according to the Pokedex entries, suck out the souls of people who try and pick up the sword. So that's interesting. And I'm using a metallic marker for it because I still want some shimmer to this card. There was a little bit of shine to it, obviously fake, but I want to try and keep some of that, and that's why I'm not going to completely cover up the entire background with grass, although I am going to clean up these areas a little bit. But that way we get more of the holographic effect. It's just pretty. I think most of my favorite Pokemon are either ghost or fairy type or dark type. I keep on telling my brother if Zigzagoon was a starter Pokemon, that would be my Pokemon. But the Galarian one, not the other one. The one that eventually evolves into Obstagoon, and he's like a rock star. That's pretty cool. I like that. Actually, my brother is making his own Pokemon region, and I've been helping him with the design, so maybe in the future I'll show you some of the stuff we've been working on for that. It's very fun, and it's a great way to just spend time together. And I think the main reason I love Pokemon so much is because he does, and then we're able to just have fun and play the games or collect cards and play video games, and I just get to spend time with him, which is harder, as I grow up. So I'm glad for this hobby that we can share together. So here's our card, and we are not quite finished. We're also going to go in on the back. Now with Mimikyu, I went ahead and put the ghost type symbol on the back because Mimikyu is a ghost type. But I think with Honededge, we're going to move away from that because it's not quite the vibe I want. We're going to first cover the base entirely with blue. Very satisfying. And once it's completely covered and all cleaned up, we're going to go in and put Honededge's eye. But while I'm waiting for that to dry, who do you want me to work on next? I have this Thievul card, I have Leafeon, and I have Houndoom as some of my favorites. Why don't you let me know which one you'd rather see me do in the comments below, and based on your responses, that will be the card I do. So let me know which one you want to see, and let's get back to putting in Honededge's eye on the back of our card. I'm playing Legend ZA right now, and let me tell you, it is much more difficult battling wise, and I get that it's supposed to be a battling kind of focused game, but whenever I was first starting out, I was like, oh my goodness, I am not prepared, because I was just used to leveling up my Pokemon and being overpowered and beating everyone in the game, and no, I actually have to try really hard in Legend ZA. So it's interesting. I like a good challenge. But like the classic completionist that I am, I do get caught up on doing all the side quests involved. So my brother's always annoyed by those. But I try to even it out with some story adventures as well. Now that we have our circle colored in, we're just going to let that dry and shake it around real quick. And now that that's dry, we're going to go ahead and draw the pupil on top of it. Just an ovalish kind of shape. It's nice that nobody can get mad at me because these are fake cards. Although I do always see people like on TikTok doing this with their real Pokemon cards. And they're actually like super talented. They'll go in with actual paintbrushes and do a whole thing with their card, and it's beautiful. So, do what you want with your own collection. If you're not trading it, selling it, or want it to keep it the original way, you do what you want. It's your Pokemon card. But here we have our finished Honededge, and I still got some of that shimmer I'm really happy about. And then on the back we have the eye. I'll go ahead and maybe put my nickname right there, Fable and Frame Animations. I'm sorry this isn't an animation video. I know I wanted to try and post one in real life video and one animation video. Time got away from me, and I had a bunch of stuff come up, unfortunately, but I'm still planning on doing writing tips, tricks, and tropes for our next video, no matter what. So don't worry, that will be coming back soon. Let's get one last look at Honededge in its transformed state. I'm really happy with this. I wonder if there's a good Pokemon that could help me make an outro to this. Probably not. Anyways, bye!